I'm pleased to highlight the U.S. Export-Import Bank recently approved financing of $1.25 billion to support the mining of critical minerals at Reko Diq in Pakistan. In the coming years, EXIM's project financing will bring in up to $2 billion in high-quality U.S. mining equipment and services needed to build and operate the Reko Diq mine, along with creating an estimated 6,000 jobs in the U.S. and 7,500 jobs in Balochistan, Pakistan.
Tonight's big development comes from Pakistan's most sensitive province, Balochistan, and it involves the United States' critical minerals and a strategic shift that India will be watching very closely. The Trump administration has approved a massive $1.25 billion financing for the Reko Diq mining project. And this is America's biggest mineral sector push inside Pakistan, and it comes at a time when Washington's ties with New Delhi are at their lowest point in decades. Acting U.S. Ambassador Natalie Baker says the U.S. Exim Bank will fund equipment, technology and services for mining copper and gold at Reko Diq. According to her, the deal will create 6,000 jobs in the US and 7,500 jobs in Balochistan. And she calls it a win-win for both the countries. But strategically, this is about much more than jobs. Reko Diq is believed to hold one of the world's biggest undeveloped copper and gold deposits. Now, copper is crucial for electric vehicles, renewable energy systems, and AI hardware. So countries are competing for access. And here, the US is stepping directly into a region where China has dominating big projects through CPEC. This shows Washington wants long-term leverage in Pakistan and a foothold in a province that sits at the heart of South Asia's resource politics. This sudden warmth comes during Donald Trump's second term when US-Pakistan ties have improved sharply and the US-India ties have cooled significantly. The Reko Diq funding sends a very clear message. The US wants to secure critical minerals, but it also wants to rebalance power in the region. Reko Diq is 50% owned by Canadian miner Barrick Gold, and the other half is split between the Pakistan federal government and the Balochistan government. The total project cost is around $7 billion. Saudi Arabia's Manara Minerals has also shown interest in picking up a 15% stake. So it's not just a mining project, it is now a global geopolitical investment hub. But here's the challenge. Balochistan remains one of the most unstable regions in the world. Separatist groups like the BLA openly oppose Pakistan's rule. They have attacked Pakistani forces and foreign workers, especially Chinese nationals. Security threats have already stalled multiple projects in the past. So America's entry into this volatile space carries huge risk. For India, this development raises three very big questions. One, will a stronger US-Pakistan partnership tilt the regional balance further away from New Delhi? The second question that arises here is, will Pakistan use mineral revenues to stabilize its collapsing economy and strengthen its strategic position? And the third question in the row is, with the US now present in the same province where China has deep stakes, will Balochistan become the next front in a US-China contest right next door to India? The Reko Diq mine is no longer a purely economic story. It is becoming a strategic battleground involving the US, Pakistan, China, Saudi Arabia, and indirectly India. And as the world races for critical minerals, the next big contest may unfold in one of Pakistan's most unstable regions. India will be watching this one very closely.